Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to Mountain Blade Bannerlord episode 2. So when we left off, we just finished the tutorial, and now we are here in the big and beautiful open world, and we are ready to explore and begin our game. So I'm super excited. This is the official start of the game. It's day one here, and we have a completely fresh slate as we choose how to begin our horse girl adventure. Now, let's take a look at our quests that we start off with. So, our first quest is to rebuild our clan, which is the Nicely family. So, our objectives here are to increase our dinars, which is the currency, by 1,000, to grow our party to 20 men, to reach clan tier 1, which means getting enough renown, and finally to hire at least one companion. Our second quest that we have is to talk to some nobles about the artifact that our friend, the doctor that we met in the last episode, told us about, and we can start learning more about the Empire's history. So we'll be doing that in the background as well, but our primary focus right now is really going to be to recruit a couple men to join us on our adventure. So here we are right next to the hideout where our big battle took place the last time. So we're going to go ahead and pop over to the town of Tevea because we are all on our lonesome right now. And we're going to go ahead and recruit all the troops that they have to give us. So it's just 4 dudes. They're all Imperial recruits, level 1. So some pretty weak dudes as it is. It looks like Tevea does not have very much for us. We have plenty of food, so there's not much need to stick around. I am seeing some bandits. They don't have any mount, so I think we should be able to chase them and engage them in our very first combat. Uh-oh, it says they're a lot stronger than us. Well, this might go very badly. I'm not sure why it says that they're so strong. It might be because, they do have a little bit more in terms of, the quality of their troops. But we are gonna go ahead and attack, so this might go very badly. Okay, and I think our weapons are still, like, crap. Like, we still got our Morning Star and our bow, so not the best weapons that we've got either. So we can see their cavalrymen coming up. We've landed a shot on him. And let's go ahead and chase him down, if we can. At the very least, we should be able to distract him some. It's a bit difficult to see through these trees here. Uh-oh. This is our troops. Oh, there he is. And so now he's just running away from us. Oops. Uh-oh. Wading through the river. So I have played a bit of this game offline. I've actually played a couple hours now. So this is kind of my 1.5 playthrough at this point. I've gotten a grasp on some of the basic mechanics, but I haven't progressed the main story, so I'm very excited to do that with you guys here. This might take a while because it really seems like the mounted AI is very, very defensive and flighty, and so they typically just flee a lot and kind of run in circles like it is in this battle here. So hopefully his mount should be pretty low at this point, and we should be able to take him down. Got another shot there. There we go. Oh, he's still up. we go. So we've killed the highwaymen, and we have won our first battle. I think we did lose one man. Yeah, we did, unfortunately, which is okay. So he didn't serve us very long, but we've won, and we did get some very high quality prisoners from that battle who potentially will join our party later. So I'd say all is good that ends well. So we've got a horse as well as some food that we've looted from that battle there. Let's pop over to Canaros. Actually, is this a noble? Yeah, let's go ahead and talk to Ferren. So we've got Ferren here. I'm not going to read all of this dialogue going forward just because there's so much dialogue and conversation with these NPCs that it might get a little bit much if I do read it every time. So let's introduce ourselves politely. He's Ferren of the house Leonapardes. His family has stood in the Senate, and he is the Lord of Poros. So this is our first noble that we've met, and let's go ahead and ask him about Neretsi's folly. Well, that's what some people call the Great Battle of Pendrake in the year 1077. Emperor Neretzes led an army accompanied by Khuzaits and Aserai to fight a coalition of Sturgians, Batanians, and Vlandians. It was a disaster for him. He died in it, but the victors didn't fare much better. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pendrake? I wasn't there. I know Lucan has some thoughts about it. Alright, so that's all he has to tell us. We're able to, let's see. I don't think anything here we'll be able to go through. We can ask to enter the service of the Empress, but I don't think we're quite high enough level for that. So that's probably all that Ferren here is going to have for us at this time. But hopefully this will be a start of our first wonderful friendship. So let's keep going to Canaros. And let's go ahead and recruit their troops. They've only got one recruit for us, which is fine for now. Okay, well, we'll pop over to Lycaron over here and see if there's any troops here. Wow, there's a lot. There's at least 5 troops for us to grab, so let's... Oh, there's 8. So let's go ahead and recruit all of them. And now we are up to 13, and we've gotten our first level up. So we actually have 5 focus points that we can distribute amongst our skills. The first thing that stands out to me right away is that we're capped on our charm skill. So there's a learning limit based on your points within the social as well as points within charm. So I'm going to throw actually 2 focus points into charm just to be able to uncap that and keep getting our charm up as we go along. I'm thinking what else we have that's going to be useful to us. I want to grab trade because we will be doing some trade early on, so that might be a good one to have. And I think we will put a point into one-handed because that will be our main combat going forward. Let's see, and I think we will play around a little bit with smithing. So that's all the points we have for now. And I am going to go ahead with those. Awesome, so we've got 13 men. Let's see if there's anything else going on in Lycaron. Looks like there's no one that will talk to us. Let's see if they'll let us into the keep. Oh no, they want a bribe from us. They want over 800 gold, which is more than the total of what we have, which is crazy. So unfortunately, we won't be able to go into the keep for now. We still have this hideout over here that we haven't cleared. So let's see if we can clear that hideout and get some nice loot for us as we get started here. Okay, and we are going to wait until nightfall to be able to ambush the bandits. So it'll take a little bit. We might start running a little bit low on food, but it should be okay. Okay, so we've come up over the mountain here to attack the bandits. My men have been able to kill the first one. I'm not very fast because my athletic skill isn't very high, so I'm kind of hanging around the back, not necessarily out of choice. So we've completely destroyed their camp, and we've got just one dude left that's gonna try to defend himself. So he wants to have a duel. It would be very sad for him if I unleashed all my men on him, so we are going to honor his request for a duel. And this might be kind of interesting because I don't have a shield. Okay, so fortunately we've been able to beat him with just a base, which is kind of like anxiety-inducing, if I say so myself. I wonder if we can just steal his hatchet. Like, I would love to do that. It's gotta be better than the mace that I currently have. Like, I would at least love to have a shield for that. So we're able to take his raider as our prisoner into our party. And yes, we do have his hatchet, which is weapon tier 3. And this is a one-handed weapon. Looks like our mace is also tier 3, so it's somewhat comparable, but we're just gonna go ahead and take it for now. Looks like we're being chased by mountain bandits. Our character is a little low on HP herself, so I am gonna keep a little bit away from them for now. Let's go ahead and jump into town, and we'll recover a little bit of HP there as we wait. Okay, the bandits have fled, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep going. Let's see. Let's go ahead and jump over to the town of Poros over here. To see what's going on. Okay, so first let's see what kind of troops they have for us. They do have 4 recruits that are ready to go. We are going to start running kind of low on gold soon, so we probably won't be buying too many more recruits. Now, I do want to see if they're willing to sell some food to us, because we do have a lot of men in our company now that are going to start getting hungry. So they do have grain, which is the cheapest food. I'm not going to buy too much, I'm just going to buy 2 units to start with, and that should last us for at least a little bit. Looks like Escorius the Miller has a quest for us, and he thinks that the raw materials are overpriced, so let's see what he has to say. Okay, let's introduce ourselves. So he's a craftsman, a working man, and yes, he needs help with a problem. I'm not going to read all this because it's the same in general for each time you take one of these quests. So he wants us to bring him 5 units of iron ore, which means we have to acquire them up front and bring them to him later. So this might take us a little bit out of the way of our objective here, which is to really rebuild our clan. So I am going to skip this quest for now. I don't think it's the best use of our time. But yeah, here we are in the city of, I think this is Poros here. And yeah, like each of these cities is so detailed and so beautiful, even though there's really dozens of them. And they do have all the villagers running around, all the horses, so it's pretty nice to be able to see that. Here's a horse trader. He even has a store for us. I didn't even know this was in the game, actually. I wonder if this is the same inventory that is visible from the town in general, if you go into the trade screen. Or I wonder if that's a completely different inventory there. Let me see. Yeah, it might be the same inventory. This looks pretty much identical. Awesome. So we've got 17 men. I'm seeing a party of 14 looters. So let's go ahead and engage them because we do have superior numbers now. And see if they have any decent loot for us. So we are going to attack. And our main character is a little bit low on HP right now. So we do have to be a little bit careful. It's not anything too bad. So even though we do have our horse, I am going to go ahead and stay with our infantry here as we prepare to engage. Yeah, the reach on this weapon is a lot better on this axe that we've picked up from that other bandit camp. We've chopped his head clean off there, I think. So that was super easy. We've won the battle. The rest of their troops are retreating, so we have no losses and no wounded. So that was definitely a very easy fight for us, and we're going to go ahead and take the rest of their troops as prisoners. And so we've gotten quite a bit of loot from that encounter. So let's see if anything's good here. I don't think that those weapons are going to be nice for us, but we do have a new HUD we can equip. Don't think this armor is any good, but there's a pair of gloves for us, and we'll just loot the rest of this stuff to be able to sell it in town. Awesome. Okay, so what's the next city we can go to? Maybe Zestea is pretty close. We'll see if there's a quest there for us. Okay, so we've got Gorgos of Zestea, who wants us to deliver a herd to Zionica. And I will just skip through this dialogue because that's pretty much what the quest is. He wants us to deliver the herd, so it'll be pretty straightforward whenever we do that. And he will pay us 400 gold to do that, so it should be some pretty easy money to get us started in the game. So let's see where Zionica is. Oh, it's not too far. Alright. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump right over to Zionica to the west. That wasn't very far. Okay, so let's see who we have to talk to. Who do we have to bring the sheep to? Daenerys the Hammer. Awesome. So, let's see. There she is. And yeah, we can just jump to any of the NPCs within the town by clicking on their portrait, or we can hit explore this town or something like that, and we can find them ourselves. So yeah, this is just kind of the quick way to be able to do that, but we can definitely take our time exploring if we desire. So awesome, let's go ahead and give her our 12 sheep. We could have chosen to keep them for ourselves, but we definitely want to be making friends and not enemies here. So yeah, I think this is actually the same like town layout as the last one, so maybe I shouldn't have spoken too soon when I said it was nice and detailed. Oops. So we can actually join the tournament in the arena, so I think that'll be fun. We're very, very weak. We don't have any skills to speak of, so we're gonna see how far we can get just based off of sheer luck and the rest of our friends. So the way the tournament works is you just get random weapons. At first you have a couple people, a couple teammates on your side, and you might randomly have a horse, you might be an infantry, you might be an archer. So it is a lot about being diverse, and it does give you an opportunity to try out a lot of different weapons. Maybe if we can hit this guy, like, at all. There we go, got one hit on him, there we go. I haven't gotten a chance to use the polearms very much, so this is still kind of new to me as well. Looks like they are just down to these two guys, and we are up. So it should be somewhat smooth sailing from here. Uh-oh. Looks like the other guy is off his horse now. There we go. Awesome. Our team has qualified for the next stage of the tournament. We're gonna skip the opposite round and jump right in. So again, we're here with the pike, testing me at my worst weapon from the couple hours that I've gotten a chance to play offline. This is not the strategy that you probably want, is to stand still and poke him with your lance, but it seems to be working for now, so. Awesome, and it's now 4 versus 2, so we should have a pretty good chance going in. Let's see if we can corner this guy now. Again, he's just gonna run in circles until, yeah, that happens. Oops. Our teammate's kind of in our way now. Now we can poke him to death with our lance. We do get skill points from this. This is a little bit, like, unfortunate. Almost. Uh-oh. We do super low damage. I don't think our character has any points in polearm whatsoever. Yeah, let's go ahead into the next round. And finally, we have a sword and shield. I think we're gonna storm this melee guy. Hopefully we can actually get some blocks. There we go. So we've got one down, and then we've just got to take out this archer. It's 2 against 1. Uh-oh. I'm missing some of my blocks there. There we go. So we've qualified for the final stage. Awesome. And now it is a one-on-one duel against our previous teammate, which I think is interesting. We're only doing 6 damage to him on a clean hit to the chest. That was a little better. Yeah, and I think we've got very little skill points in one-handed. So I'm just relying on blocking here to get as much damage reduced as possible. There we go. So finally we've survived and we've won the final round of the tournament, which is awesome. I didn't place any bets in that one just because I wasn't sure how we would do given our character's very low skills. There might have been some bad RNG there. But we've gained some renown, which is going to be super helpful to us as we build our clan. And our other reward is the reinforced padded mittens. So now we've got some great mittens that will keep us warm in the cold, and maybe even protect us from combat as well. So let's see if those are any good. Oh wow, those are tier 4. So a huge upgrade from what we had before. Awesome. Cool. So yeah, super great way for us to get some renown there in the beginning. I have no complaints about that. Should we engage these looters over here? That might be decent. So hopefully we do have enough speed to be able to chase them down here in the forest. Looks like they are pretty fast. This is kind of a cross-country chase here. There we go, we finally cornered them. And it is 17 versus 7, so I think we could go ahead and send our troops, but we will just do a manual attack, just to show you guys a little bit more of the combat here, but also because we'd only have 17, so it's not very many, and if we do lose any, it will be like a significant percentage. Like if we lose even 2 troops, it'll be kind of significant for us in this stage of the game. I'm kind of not in a good position there. Yeah, super easy. They were very outnumbered, so we've gone ahead and won the battle. Let's go ahead and grab their prisoners and see what they have for us. So I don't think any of this equipment is going to be any good for us, but we will get their beer. So that's always a plus, I think. Very much worth it. So we're right here in the town of Amitatis, and there's plenty of quests here for us. Let's see. We can escort a merchant caravan, we can eliminate an army of poachers, or we can fight against a rival gang. So I think that army of poachers sounds kind of appealing, kind of fun. So let's see what this is all about. Okay. So, yes. We recently caught some bandits, and he really appreciates our efforts. Yes, he has trouble with some poachers, and we will go ahead and help him go to Fastos and kill them all. Awesome. Yes, and it is, we will have to wait them out during the night and be able to catch them off guard. So let's see where that is. It's all the way over here, so it's not very far actually. I don't think there's anything else for us within the town here in Amitatis, so we are going to go ahead and keep going to Phasos. Now before we jump into the town, I am going to see if we can upgrade any of our troops or recruit any additional prisoners. Okay, so we've upgraded almost all of our recruits to infantrymen and archers, and let's see if any of our prisoners will want to join our army. So we've got a couple that want to do that. So now we're up to 20 troops, which is our first objective actually, I think, in our main quest. Yeah, we've got a party size of 20. So let's keep going to Phasos. I think we're just supposed to wait here. Okay, so here's the leader of the Poachers. We are able to talk to him, to be able to negotiate with him. Yeah, so we can maybe come to an agreement, which I think is a speech check. So let's see if we can pass that. Look, you're not bad people. Just leave the royal grounds and I will make sure your crimes are forgotten. Oh no, it didn't work. I don't think so. Okay. So we do have to choose another option. Let's go ahead and say, let's say it's better for you to leave these lands. Army of Tinops is already on their way to here to hang you all. I don't think so. Okay, so he is not very charmed by us. So, which other one do we have here? If there will be a fight here, innocents will suffer too. Is this how you care about these people? Wow, so we failed 3 speech checks in a row. So we are gonna go ahead, oh, we do have one more we can do at least. We don't want to kill you, but we won't hesitate if we have to. Okay, we succeeded that time. We might be correct, okay. You're just a bunch of hunters, don't stand a chance against us. Ooh, that's ineffective as well. Oh no. Okay, so we can either say farewell, or of course we're gonna say prepare to die. And that throws us into our combat here.
Attack! Have no mercy!
Can't really see through these olive trees or whatever these are. Oh, there they all up there. Uh-oh. Should probably move a little bit. So, at least we got a little bit of points there in our archery skill, but took a little bit of damage doing that. And that's it. Our men took care of the rest while we were there having a little bit of target practice against those poachers. So we're able to recruit 4 poachers as prisoners and hopefully have them join our group later. So we've got a new hunting bow, which is about the same as the weapon we currently have. We've got a new coif that we can equip. Yeah, we'll take the rest of this loot for the road to sell in town later. Awesome, so our quest there is completed. Let's see, so I think we do have, yeah, we've gotten a free attribute point that we can throw in to some of our abilities here. Well, we've got 7 points in endurance because we chose so much to be a horse girl for this excellent roleplay series here. I'm thinking about what the next best one is. We're very much into endurance, which is kind of funny. I think we'll go with social. I really like being able to persuade people and also being able to do trade, so that might be another fun experience for us to have in this playthrough. Let's throw that in. Awesome. Okay, so yes, in this episode we've won a tournament, we've done a couple quests, and we are well on our way to restoring our clan, or the Nicely family, to its former glory and hopefully taking over this world with our horse girl folk within our family. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I've been playing this game like nonstop since I tried it the other day, which is crazy. So yeah, I really hope I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think of this episode.